Yeah, sure. Ever wondered, the couple right now, the petrol revenue waste, how does this affect the life of people living in the Middle East? If no, you're sitting on the right chair. This is the right person. Because me, Pritish, I'll explain you the details. America's romance with oil began in the 1930s, when California discovered oil as commercially viable in Saudi. President Roosevelt signed a treaty with Saudi, according to which American oil companies could go to Saudi, excavate, refine, and sell the oil by sharing their profits with the companies there. And instead, America would provide protection to Saudi from internal and external aggressions. Now its results. Number one, curbing of women's rights. Olympics can take place in the land of Saudi if women are barred from it. This alone statement tells us that here they are considered no less than a second-class citizen. Women there cannot go for a swimming. Interestingly, when Deepika Padukone in India is asking for my life, my choices, girl here asks for right to drive a car or right to vote. The question is why? After Second World War, the planet was looking for economic development to take place, that to leaps and bounds. The rich oil makers were sitting at their home, at their sofa, and these American companies were literally spoon feeding them, right from excavating to finding them buyers. So why should they work? They could easily sit on their chair. They told their women to stay indoors, not to work. The condition of women here degraded. Patriarchal society deepened its roots. Oil here had created an illusion of life, a life free from work, a life for free. Coming to its second effect, that is terrorism. In Saudi and the entire Gulf, people are basically divided into two sects. The first, having the oil fields, and the others working on these oil fields. The latter revolted. They had a belief that these oil fields belong to the state and not to some few rich autocratic family. They revolted. Democracy was soon established in Iran in 1960, but again was of no use to the American government. Their oil interest was being hindered, and as a result, a coup was planned according to a declassified document. Democracy was removed, dictatorship restored. The dictator now was angry and was on a rampant mode. In just 1 year, he ordered 1 million executions. People were devastated. The so-called nationalists now took up arms against their own government, against their own people. And they were helped by the enemy states. They were helped by the US. They used them as a tool against those countries which did not come in terms with her. This is how terrorism was born in this planet. This is how it took its first breath. And the effects are well known to us. Memories of 26/11, 9/11 are still afresh in our minds. And interestingly, US spends every year $2 trillion on this terrorism to curb it. Every day NATO forces and US peacekeeping missions, to which India is the highest contributor, is fighting a war in the Gulf. They are literally sweating their bloods in this area. For what? Just to protect the interest of oil. At the end of my speech, I would like to leave the entire auditorium with a question in their mind. That yes, even I believe that oil is necessary for nation building and nation development. But at this cost? And if not, what is the alternative? Maybe more usage of renewable energy sources.